Today's guided reading lesson, you are going to perform a poem of your own. Okay, so yesterday you probably wrote a nature poem. I know I read a lot of your nature poems yesterday. So today we're going to practice performing them. So how are we going to be successful? Let's read our success criteria. I can read loud and clearly, not too fast. I can read with a clear voice and have expression. So we don't want to just read our poems really boringly. We want to give some expression. So a lot of you who want to join the Zoom call, I'd really like it if you wrote a poem of your own. If this is going to be like a practice for later on when you read to us your poem. I want you to be really brave and just have a go, because I love to hear your poems. You don't have to though, I'm not going to force anyone. So if you prefer, what you can do today is just read your poem to someone in your house. So let's go to the next slide. So that just talks about what I just explained. We've been writing our poems and today we're going to practice them. So here you might want to have a little think about, when we perform to an audience, what do we have to do to make sure we're performing fantastically? Have a little think and you can write some of your ideas here. Now, we've got a few videos for you to have a little look at. You've got some tips for how to do a good performance poem from Michael Rosen, who I'm sure you all know. We've got an example of Michael Rosen reading one of his famous poems. And we also have a really nice performance of a poem called I Love My Mother by a poet called Benjamin Zephaniah. I really like that poem, and he reads the poem with really awesome rhythm. So you might want to have a little look at that for some inspiration. So I think I've made it pretty clear already, but this breaks it down for you what I'd like you to do. First, have a practice yourself reading your poem. Practice it just on your own 2 or 3 times. You might want to experiment with different ways of saying some of the lines, which words you want to make extra clear or emphasize. Then you can find an adult and read your poem to them. So that'll be your performance, okay? That's going to be your practice. If you want, maybe someone could film it on a phone for you. And you could even send it to me if you like. You don't have to. If you didn't write a poem yesterday, that's okay. You can still do this. So on the next slide, I have Jackie Kay's poem, No Word of a Lie. So you can have a go at reading that and performing that in a really good way with really nice expression, just like Mr. Telford did the other day. So you've got that there. You might decide you might just want to read some of it. You might not want to read the whole thing because it's quite long. It's up to you. So that's what I want you to do. Practice your poem, read it to someone, and do your best with your nice clear voice, nice and loud, maybe looking up at the audience from time to time, if you can as well. Good luck, and hopefully I will see some of you later on our Zoom call to share it with the class.